Grab your belt and start lying. By lying on your back with the belt, we're going to lengthen our legs. We're going to make one longer than the other and then even ourselves out. Right. Oh, so nice to have a lie down. Right. Oh, actually, I'm going to always like to do my joints first. So raise the arms and legs to the sky, circle ankles and wrists. Oh. So all the blood and all the attention goes to our organs at night, and our joints, our extremities get a little bit neglected, so we need to wake them up. Shake the hands and the feet. Place your hands on your knees, big circles from the shoulders and the hips. And the other way, really big circles. Exaggerate the movement. Feel your shoulders come up as your knees come up, and then push the knees away. Make sure you've gone in both directions. Place the feet flat and then drop the knees to one side and then the other. And then back, just a few of these, waking up your hip joints. Okay, now take your belt, take it around the ball of the right foot, stretch the left leg away. And really push out through both heels so both legs feel really active. Lengthen the belt so you're not putting tension in your shoulders. That's it. So your shoulders want to be nice and relaxed. Push both heels away from you and feel the back of the leg switching on. And breathing there through your nose. Feel your back on the floor. Feel supported by the floor. We can spend the next 45 minutes or so just bringing more energy into the body through the breath, sending it round the body with our movements, and improving our focus and concentration by tying the mind to the breath. Okay, now take both sides of the belt in the right hand, drop the leg over to the right, stabilize your left leg with your left hand, press it down. Pushing through the inner feet, looking over towards the left. So we're getting our legs and our spine nice and long for the energy to flow nice and freely, ironing out all the kinks. Okay, bring the leg back to center. Take it up, scooch the hips to the right, and then drop the leg over. I like to put my right arm in a kind of right angle cactus shape, extending my shoulder towards the mat. Again, push through the inner legs. Really feel your feet. Take the leg to the sky once more. Now draw the foot towards the face a bit more, maybe you can find some more space. And take the chin up, drawing navel to spine, switching on the abs. Place the other leg on the floor, that's it. Draw the leg towards the face more. An option to let the belt go and reach up. So you're just switching on your ab muscles. 3, maybe reach higher. 2, maybe touch your foot. 1, and then set it down. Release the leg along the mat.
2 inches longer.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well there you go.
2 inches longer than the other leg.
Who says stretching doesn't do anything? It does. We've got to level ourselves out now. Other side. Left leg up. Press the heel away. Remember, no tension in the arms or the shoulders. Switching on the back of the legs, waking your body up. So we're doing this first thing in the morning. But if you're doing it at the end of the day, you might have felt that you're all in your head during the day, and this is a nice way to put your mind back in your body. Okay, drop the leg over to the left. Stabilize your right leg with your right hand, push it down. Push through the inner feet. And really activate both legs so the leg that's on the floor is pressing down like you're trying to make a dent in the floor. Inhale, take it up. Switch the belt in the other hand, scooch hips left and drop it over. Almond cactus, look over towards the left. And feel how when you draw your navel in more, you can perhaps deepen the twist. Push through the inner feet. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And then bring it all the way back up again. Draw the foot to the face more. Maybe you've found a bit more range of motion there. Chin to shin, sit up. And release the belt if you can. Raise the arms to the sky. Maybe you can touch your foot, or maybe you're just reaching for it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet flat, windshield wiper. Hug knees in, rocking up and back. And come up to seated, comfortable cross-legged. You can sit on a block or a cushion if that's more comfortable. Okay, so this is an exercise we did last week called the physiological sigh. So it's the quickest way to get into your parasympathetic nervous system, your relaxation response. So we're going to sip the breath in twice, inhale, and then out through a straw, lengthen the exhale. I'm going to do 10 of those. Ready? Inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale. Inhale. Two more. Last one. And place your hands on your knees. And maybe feel the difference in the quality of your mind. Staying here, feel your sit bones rooting down and the crown of the head reaching up. As you breathe in, feel the breath rising up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, feel the sit bones rooting down. So we've always got these opposing forces, the upward movement that we create against gravity and the downward movement where we go with gravity. And you'll notice that inhale is an active movement. You're moving the diaphragm. It's activating. And you'll notice that exhale is a relaxation of the diaphragm. Inhale, active. Exhale, passive. So that's how it corresponds to the two sides of our nervous system. So inhaling, the active, it's activating because we're moving our muscles, sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Exhale, relaxing, passive, parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So you'll notice when we did the physiological sigh, we focused on the exhale. We had a much longer exhale, so we spent more time in the relaxation part of our nervous system. So you can use the breath at any time of day to change your state. If you want more activation, you can focus on the inhale, make that bigger. If you want more calming, you focus more on the exhale, make that longer. Okay, so we're now going to do breath of fire, where, you know, we're going to reverse what we just did. So we're going to make the exhale active, and we're going to do that by pulling the navel back. So without trying to breathe, just pull the navel back. So this is just a practice. So don't make any note, it's not through your nose. So if you pull your navel back, it doesn't work if I speak at the same time. It forces the air out of your nose and it creates a sniffing noise. So you're not sniffing, you're pulling the navel back. If you have any abdominal pressure issues, please just breathe in and out gently for this. Avoid the pressure in your abdomen. Can you get that to work without going through your nose? Yes, it feels like a bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. And what we're doing there is we're making the inhale passive, because the inhale then just comes because we need it. We've created a vacuum. Okay, so we're going to do 50 of those together, and then we're going to hold the breath afterwards. So Kapalabhati, shining skull, it's really great for clearing the mind. So breathe in, big deep breath. Breathe out. Breathe into a comfortable level and pump. Exhale, 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 exhale. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. Breathe in and hold. Lift up Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Draw navel in and drop the chin slightly to the chest. Lift chest to the chin. The 3 bandhas or locks. We're locking the breath, the energy in. Capturing it, giving it time to permeate our body. Finding the stillness. And now lift the chin, release and breathe normally. Take a deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Everything out. Breathing in. And breathe everything out. And hold the breath out. Stay there. We don't have to breathe in. Just hold with no breath. Feeling the stillness of the mind. And you'll notice that the breath has 4 parts. It has an inhalation and exhalation, a holding the breath in and the holding the breath out. And it's on the holding the breath out moments that we find the stillness, that point of meditation. And relax. Let's wake ourselves up. Okay, so we're ready for some Tai Chi?
Yep.
Okay, I need my glasses for this. I had to give them all names because I wouldn't remember them otherwise. Okay, so these are moves that we found from somebody called Taichi Kexio on Instagram. He's a Tai Chi master, martial arts master since childhood, he said. And he said practicing these exercises for just a few minutes a day. So you might pick one that resonates with you because they're all a different emotion. So if you feel unhappy, this is the move to do. Okay, should we do them for, I don't know, should we see like a minute? See what happens? He says 3 minutes.
I love it.
Okay, right. Shall I put a timer? Let's put a minute on the timer. Oh, sorry. Come on. 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate it. So unhappiness, if you're feeling unhappy, I call this the comb over.
Comb over, that's a good one. I love that you put these names.
Oh, well, I thought I'd never remember them otherwise. Comb over. And I think if you're unhappy, your heart might be a bit closed. Your chest might be a bit closed. And this is like bringing some movement into your heart. But also sort of, I feel like it's combing your energy field, isn't it? It's sort of smoothing down anything that might be ruffled. And almost like giving yourself a pat on the head. Oh, I've gone out of shot. Here we go. So
stretching of my gut too.
yes.
We can hold so much, we can have butterflies in our tummy. That feeling.
Yeah.
That's a bit of more fear.
Tension.
I
Yeah.
think it just.
There is one for fear, actually. There's one for fear, worry. Okay. So these are all different movements for different emotions, and I think it's, if you're unhappy, I feel like this is a bit of I feel like I'm giving myself a sort of stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's our unhappy. Okay, so the next one is, if he just says trouble, so if you're in trouble, you're troubled.
Man.
Yeah, troubled. Fun movements for emotions,
Bridget
he
the
said.
troubled water.
Yeah.
Troubled.
So
Okay.
this one is the shoulder rolls. So this is trouble.
This is getting rid of.
Yes, if you're in,
in
I feel like
trouble.
it's if you're having trouble and you want to transform that state
Yeah.
into something else. And what it does is it takes you out of your head and puts you in your body, because I can really feel the feet underground, and I notice he's really firm with his foot stance when he's on the floor as well. Yeah. And he's always grinning.
Yeah, he is. Let's get that smile. Here's the best smile. I'll try and write it, his name.
Yeah, I wrote it down here. And he always puts on some really kind of cheesy, kind of high energy music. Okay, so this is for trouble. Shoulder rolls. Oh. So if you're feeling troubled, you might be hunching forward. And also, we tend to worry about, if we're troubled, we're worried about the future or the past. And this kind of puts us right in the present. It gives us a chance, like a minute, to get a different perspective. Okay, that's 1 minute of trouble. Okay, so this is can't sleep. This one's for us.
Yeah,
and I've called this walking on the moon, because it's, hang on, what was it? It was like a slow motion walk on the moon.
Walking on.
Exactly.
Men's.
So it's a nice slow
Are you
movement.
pulling your ankle? I think he puts his ankle up when he does.
Okay, we can try that.
Or do you think he has a stance?
Oh, we can check.
Yeah.
I think, for me, if you can't sleep, you need to feel grounded. So I like to feel my feet.
Feet on. Okay.
Yeah. And you can really feel your toes. You can kind of lift the toes up and spread them. But you're also doing something. I mean, you walk fast, don't you?
Yeah.
So you're slowing down a natural tendency. Because we've always got somewhere to get, but this is reminding us, to slow down.
Do leave your comments afterwards what you think. I do look at these and I just think that I really want to try doing them.
Okay. Can't sleep. Okay. Okay, and the next one is if you're depressed, and this will cheer you up. I call this chicken pulses, because he did like this. But it's more like, it was like that, like a squeeze. Here we go. That's it. There's a kind of a pulse at the end.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting quite warm now.
Yeah, I really am. Taichi is building up warmth in your body.
Yeah. And they do a lot of what he says is also, it shifts. If you've got stuff that feels just stuck, sort of bloating around the middle, it really gets that going, because you're really moving all the energy systems in the body. So in Tai Chi, I'm not an authority by any means on meridians, but you're working the organs by working on different meridians or energy lines. So here, I'm sure we'll be working on an organ or two. So this is for, there's chicken pulses. So this is if you're depressed. Put on a chicken soup. Here we go. But also, I feel like I'm getting into my hips a little bit here. Okay, that's our 1 minute of chicken.
Okay.
Then we have got, bee in bonnet. That's all he says, bee in bonnet.
Like a bee in the bonnet.
If you're kind of
that expression resonates so well. You can't get the thought out your head.
Yeah.
Bee in the bonnet.
Yeah, okay.
Not understand that expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So, okay, so this one is you tap your head and your stomach at the same time. it's almost like get it out of my head, isn't it? Oh.
And there's something about that dual, when you do dual things.
Yeah.
Just for
yeah,
your
opposite sides of the brain.
as
Yeah.
well, because it's making you change your neural pathway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might go to a different thought.
Yeah, so I think a lot of these are getting us out of our habits, you know, and things like we can have emotions that we default to. Like, you know, you can say some people are, oh, they're an angry person or they're a depressed person, or, and this is just sort of changing our perspective on it a bit.
We're changing our hand over now?
He only does it in a very short way, but
I presume you do.
Yes,
50% one.
exactly. Oh, my head's starting to fizz. Nice. Be in a bonnet.
It's a good sign.
Yes, so we've got to be in our bonnet where we're kind of obsessing about something, just can't let it go. Right, tapped it out. That's a minute of that. Okay. Worry. So these are butterfly sits. So this is flapping like a butterfly if you're worried. So we're releasing our hips.
Why do you think it's to do with the hip?
Well, people say you store stuff in your hips. I mean, I suppose the hips are such a big joint and they've got so many nerve plexuses in them. They've got so much going on, a lot of our systems, that and it's a very vulnerable area. So if you're worried and if you've got an emotion that makes you feel like you need to protect yourself, we automatically curl in to protect our body, because we're the only mammals, I believe, that walk upright and have our soft parts exposed. So, you know, we're showing all our vulnerable soft bits to the world, whereas, you know, dogs and cats, they're facing the floor. And so we naturally curl in to protect them. And also sitting and stuff, you know, it's cross-legged. Oh, okay, that's our minute of, what was that for? That was worry.
Worry.
Sitting flaps. Okay, you'll like this one. Anger. This was on a different video of his. Okay. So there's two things he has here, so maybe 30 seconds of each. So one of them is twist jumps, and the other one is sort of like Jane Fonda. So we could do 30
twist jumps there.
Yeah, 30 seconds, because it is actually quite tiring. Did you do aerobics in the 80s?
Oh my God, yes. I didn't quite do
Green
Goddess. I think I did.
I did the Jane Fonda one. Okay. Certainly get your mid go. Okay, now it's definitely did these.
It's sort of skipping and
opposite arm to knee. So again, we're crossing this central line, which is good for your brain. Left, joining left and right.
hopping at the same time.
Yep. Oh, a minute, this.
Jesus.
What is this? This is for anger. And you've got to pull it.
Maybe too tight.
I know. Too busy to be angry. But you need, that's it. Anger is quite a big emotion, so you need something big, I think, to get rid of it. Oh, and this one I found for you. This is the last one.
Yeah.
Actually, there are two of them. Constipation. Yeah, I need a drink too.
Constipation, yes. But there's also the mad walking, which I did on our Christmas video. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like when you're feeling, I don't know, like pissed off, and you just do this. Like this.
Yeah.
Like literally like that. Yeah. And I do it around this room. And then you just feel stupid. It's like, it's what I call the stupid walk. Like this.
The thing is, you know, our thoughts are waves, aren't they? They're what are they called? Everything is kind of electricity, isn't it? It's waves, and we can get them out.
Sorry. I'm doing one more because I feel like this is how I discovered this through this mad walk.
It's really great for shoulders. Okay. What was this for? Just.
This is like, I think when you're just feeling you need to get out of yourself.
Yes.
It is.
Right.
I do feel my lymphatic system move as well when I've done that.
Okay, so this is, I call this the Ethel Merman or show business. So this is like, no, business like show business. This is constipation. Hang on. There we go.
I find this always difficult as a technique.
Yeah, so arms go one way, legs go the other.
So, hang on, just do.
That's it.
Like that.
No business like show business.
And then keeping the same.
Yeah, arms. Yeah, and then we'll swap over after 30 seconds. So, imagine we are getting into our intestines here. Twists are really good. It's hard, isn't it? Okay, right, that's 30 seconds. Right now, I'm going to switch it. Yeah. Arms go back, legs go forward. That's it. So this is for constipation. According to our Taichi master, Taichi Kexayo on Instagram. When you lose the rhythm, you go kind of go a bit
bloody hot, is what I could say.
I'm going to take that thing off. Okay, that's a minute. And then the other constipation is, I call it train arms. So it's like running on the spot. You don't move, your legs don't move, but it's like round, like a train. Okay. So you need to he makes circles, and his legs are quite sort of more than hip width. I can definitely feel kind of.
Yeah, you're getting not twist, but you're getting
movement that you otherwise wouldn't.
Yeah.
Especially if you eat sort of unconsciously, while you're working or something. Everything can get a bit stuck. You told me last week about how important it is to move after you've had a meal, and I've started doing that now.
Yeah.
Just going for a walk around the block, or
literally 15 minutes after you eat.
Yeah, just keep moving, or just at least walk up and down, do a bit of tidying, or not just sitting there letting it all kind of stagnate. Oh my God.
It's tiring. It's amazing how Taichi is always much more tiring than you think it will be, because my original thought of it was seeing hundreds of Chinese doing it in a big stadium, and it was very slowly.
Right.
I never understood.
There we go.
Brilliant. God. I need to get some fresh air for a second.
Well done, everyone. So we've done unhappy, trouble, can't sleep, depressed, bee in bonnet, worry, anger, and constipation. There we go.
I hope you like that. I loved it.
That's fun, wasn't it?
Just had something a little bit different.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to grab our blocks. You can do this sequence without the blocks. So just a little bit of yoga flow, some familiar moves, but we're going to add the blocks. And what they're going to do is they're going to act both as support and as a weight. Okay. And I wonder actually if I could do a yoga class with weights. I might get some little hand weights.
Half a kilo?
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but often you can, if you're looking behind you, if you're looking in front of you and you've got your hand behind you, your mind can kind of
holding this like this.
But you can kind of forget the back hand, but it puts your mind in the whole of your body because you can feel that back hand.
Oh, to get your positioning better.
Well, just to
feel
whole. Yeah. And so you don't, because we often end up with like soggy hands like that at the back because we can't see them, but these are energy lines,
You need them straight.
Yeah. Okay, so take your hands, take your blocks in your hand, there we go. And we're going to flow with them, just doing some lunges. Ready. Have them by your side. Inhale, sweep the blocks up and touch them. Exhale, fold forward through bent knees. Take the hands down on blocks in front of you, so on the high setting, a little bit forward, so underneath your shoulders. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, we're going to step the left leg back heel down. Find warrior one, sweep the blocks up. Touch the blocks. Feel your legs. And exhale, take them down a little bit in front. Heel lifts. Step to the top of the mat, fold. Inhale, sweep the blocks up, press them together, push them away. Exhale, hands down by your side. Second side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push down on the blocks as you look up and lengthen. Exhale, right leg steps back, so either side of the midline. So that's it. Deeply bend the front knee, sweep them up. Really feel your back leg. And exhale, take them down. Inhale, step up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep blocks up. Exhale, by your side. So we've got another variation coming. I'm going to add a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. And then the left leg steps back. You're back in that warrior one. Arms up, push the blocks away. And then take them down a little bit in front of you. And then this time push off the back heel so you're floating it off. That's it, look forward, lengthen the spine. And then step it down, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, blocks down by your side. Second side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push down. Exhale, right leg steps back. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Walk them a little bit forward. Inhale, float the back leg off. Lengthen front of the body and sides of neck. Exhale, step down, fold. Inhale all the way up. Blocks up. Exhale by your sides. Okay, one more variation. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push down on the blocks, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale all the way up, reach them up. Exhale, take them down. Step it forward, float the back leg off. And maybe you can float the hands off the blocks or just come onto your fingertips. And then another option is to take the blocks up like wings. Warrior three, steadiness. And exhale, set them down, step forward, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands, blocks by your side. Second side, last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push on the blocks to lengthen. And then exhale, right leg back. Inhale all the way up. Look at the blocks. Exhale, take them down. Lift off your back heel, walk them forward. Come into warrior three. Maybe float your fingertips off. Maybe take the blocks alongside the body. And wherever you are, hands down, foot down, fold. Inhale, blocks all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Very nice. Step it out wide to warrior two. I'm going to face you. But yeah, so find warrior two with your blocks, but hold them down. So hands are on top of the blocks. Fold them down. Looking over the front fingers. So you want to hold them from the top because we're going to be switching the grip. So the thumb needs to be on top as well. Yeah, the whole of it. Yeah. So that's the grip like that. So really reach out through straight elbows. So you really feel the importance of the hands here. So step the back foot in a little bit so you can come all the way down. Now turn the blocks up. Rest them on your palms. And I notice that I struggle more with my back hand to get that flat. So I've got an imbalance there. Reach the blocks away like you're serving dinner. Looking over front fingers. Do you feel it more in one arm than the other? I feel it in the back arm more.
I feel weighty.
Yes. Okay, drop the back block to the back leg. Inhale, take the block up and over. And then slide the block down the back of your leg. Okay. Inhale, come all the way up. And then we're going to put the block on the thigh, the front one, right up by the hip, so this way. So you're going to need to bend your hip more and balance it. Don't worry if it falls off, we're just going to give it a go. Yes. Take that up and over. Ooh. Can you keep it balanced? Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, take the blocks back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten front leg. And exhale, step to top of mat. Okay, other side. Step it out wide, warrior two. Hands on top of the blocks, so blocks face down. Draw your ribs in, tailbone goes down. Really reach out through straight elbows. And now turn the blocks up like you're serving them for dinner. Broaden across the chest. Pull your ribs in. And then reverse the warrior, take the block up, slide the back block down the back of your leg. Look up, can you get the top block higher? Reach it up, reach it up. And then actually, as you come back, you're going to place that front block on the front thigh, right up close, back arm up and over, and just let that other hand drop. Or you can put it on your knee if you need support. The block drops, it's fine. Just being okay with that. We're not going to let it disturb our peace. And back to warrior 2. Step it to the front. So having the blocks, I think, makes you concentrate a bit more. But we've done all that breath first. Okay, so we've got one more. So face me, warrior 2. One more with this warrior 2. Okay, so blocks out, facing down. Okay, so you're going to bring the blocks to your chest and put one on top of the other with your hand in the middle. That's it. And then you take the top hand, put it underneath the bottom one, and then with the blocks on the backs of your hands, take them out. Find warrior 2. Steady breath. Relax your toes, looking over at your front block, but being aware of the back one. And then bring them back in, and then do the same at the back of the mat. So just switch warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Take the bottom hand and put it on the top. Sorry, take the blocks out. So we're not going to switch the blocks around. Yeah, so you got them on the backs of your hands. That's it. Stretch them away. That's it. Front knee over ankle. Turn the back foot in a little. Yep. And then just level off your hips with the horizon. So we're not reaching forward, we're leveling off the hips. That's it. Gets it. Oh, my back leg is shaking now. That's fine. Woo. And bring the blocks back to center. Hold them both. And coming to the top of the mat. Woo. There we go. Oops. Okay. Got one final thing with the block, and again we're going to be okay with dropping the block because this is about keeping steady when things don't go our way, keeping a steady breath and a steady mind. One on the floor, one in your hands. So tree pose on a block. Step the foot on a block and just come up onto the block. You can support yourself with the other leg. Okay, first variation of tree, you're just going to turn your toes in, your heel in. And then take the version that you normally take. You've still got full support under your foot, unless you've got very big feet. I have to say the cork block's a little bit steadier for this. If you haven't got blocks or you're feeling a little bit too wobbly, just do this without standing. Okay, block goes up. So you can hold it widthways, that's it. And now pull your ribs in, push the block to the sky. Active fingers, and feel on the inhale how the diaphragm activates, or on the exhale how it relaxes. Inhale, energy going up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Exhale, feel it cascading down all the way to the feet. Okay, next, optional, place the block on the head. And if it falls, it doesn't matter. You're going to try just for a couple, see how many seconds you can do. You really have to keep your head still. If it falls, just let it fall and stay with your breath. Brilliant. Okay, take it down. Switch sides. It really, yeah.
It's really interesting, the whole difference in
just
makes you more focused.
Yeah, because the whole reason why we pick a spot to look at and don't look around is so we can look inside more. Yeah. So you don't take in information from the outside. So the drishti, the looking spot that we have with every pose, is it's about putting your neck in the right position for the pose and keeping it safe, but it's also to keep your point of focus small, so you can switch to your awareness of yourself on the inside, and we do that through hearing the breath, feeling the breath, and engaging Mula Bandha, the muscle of the pelvic floor, lifting in and up on the inside. So once you fix your gaze, you're more able to kind of take your mind's eye around your body and think, oh, what's happening here? What do I feel? Is there a difference? What is it telling me? Maybe block on the head. So this also, for any balance practice, it shows you how keeping the head, which weighs something like 5 kilos and can really easily upset your balance, keeping it in one position will really help your balance. Lift up in your pelvic floor if you need a bit more oomph. Turn up your breath, press your foot down. Nice. And take it down, shake out your legs. And we're going to come to sit on the floor. If you want to do the sit-stand challenge, to sit on the floor, you can practice. It's hips, so you can do it with the block, do it with the blocks, and then you can build up from the blocks.
So you're literally using nothing?
No, I'm pushing my feet down. You've got to push down to go up. Mm-hmm. So I'm going forward, pushing the sides, so my feet are a bit closer than yours. And I'm leaning forward. I'm using a bit of momentum to go forward, and then I push my feet down to straighten my legs. That's it.
Oh, I know, but I'm putting my hands on the blocks.
That's fine, because eventually you'll use the blocks less.
I feel like literally it was like using my hands.
Yeah, but that's okay.
How can people get up without using anything?
It's hips momentum practice. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Right, momentum. There you go.
You pulled me up fully.
But your muscles will do that eventually.
I know, but I've got strong muscles. I just feel gangly.
But it's also recruiting them.
I think it's my knees. I'm worried for my knees.
What are my knees doing? Yeah, mine are.
Oh
yeah.
For me, so I think when I do that, my worry is that I'm going to damage my knee.
Well, if you're worrying, it might be tensing you up.
Yeah,
then.
But I'm feeling it's going to go to my knee. So where do I put my weight when I do? I don't know how many.
Blades of my foot. Blades of my foot.
Blades of your foot.
But can you see my front body is coming forward? I'm going forward, and my arms are going forward. How close are my heels? My heels are quite close to my bum. That's it. And you can actively press your knees down. That's it. Just use your blocks until your body gets familiar with the movement.
Move with my blocks there.
Yeah. That's it. So hips go forward, roll forward. So it's the same. So it's everything we practice in this movement. When we do this one, it's getting this.
That's what I find hardest.
Yes.
In yoga is moving from, bending from here.
Yeah.
I bend from here.
Yeah.
So this, I'm very stiff that I can't. So I think for me it's that to get my body to here, to be in the right balance, to the momentum, getting it forward.
So maybe untraining the habit of bending this way, so if you find your sit bones.
Because I really want to be able to do this. How many of you really, if you can't do this, really want to do it? Because then you otherwise see pictures of lovely, much older women just,
It's going to be us. There we go. So think about hinging from the hips.
Oh, you mean
not the back? Yeah. So find the hinge first.
Yeah.
So maybe put your hand behind you, because with a long back, because then you can't round your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good one to practice, just to get the hips open. Yeah. But imagine, so pelvis means bowl, right? So it's a bowl that we're tipping forward. So rolling. I know it feels mine felt very stuck for a long time until I just spent a lot of time doing it and getting my son to sit on me. Okay.
Son, come and sit on me.
He's 17 now, you wouldn't want that. He was like 13 at the time.
No, I hold proposition
And you do have to be a little bit careful of your sacroiliac joint,
Okay.
because you can put it out. But it
What, when you're getting yourself...
if you, yeah.
I just want to get up with the blocks one more time. See, I'm
Okay,
just two here.
Yeah,
and
so
you're right over
yeah,
there.
so it's the roll and getting yourself to. So maybe this, and mula bandha lifts.
Yeah, that's more helpful.
Yeah.
You to see that movement.
Forward, reach. That's it.
Okay, help me out. Right, let me try and do a big momentum. Let me try and just go one, and you're going to
That's
do
it.
that.
2
and 3.
Okay.
One day.
Well, we'll just do it every practice, and then we'll be able to do it. Okay. So, but we've nearly finished now, so we need to calm ourselves down with. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. There we go. Cosmic egg. Bringing the energy in. So this is what's called pratyahara. It's the fifth limb of yoga. There are 8 of them, and they are all elements of practice that we do to attain a state of liberation or just complete absorption and peace. And this one, in order for that to happen, we've got to have a healthy body and a good breath. So those are the earlier foundational limbs. But then pratyahara means turning your senses inwards. And here, this cosmic egg really represents closing your eyes, looking inside of yourself. Because yoga is really a sort of energy-based practice, shifting energy around, but also it's a mind management practice. So we can't really manage our mind fully if we've got distracted by aches and pains and annoyances. And so we've done a lot of work on how we feel, how our energy flows, how our body feels. And then perhaps we're more able to look inwards, tuning out distractions from outside, so we can just notice what's going on inside. And you might notice that your breath has 4 parts. It has an inhalation, it has a little pause at the top of the inhalation, and we lengthened that pause earlier. It has an exhalation, and it has a little pause at the bottom of the exhalation. And you might notice that in those pauses, there's a stillness and a peace to your mind. And that is meditation. It's connecting with those moments of stillness. And we can find it in the breath throughout the day. If you just need a little bit of, I need to still my mind, look for the pauses between the breaths. Without breath holding, the natural pauses. Okay, and when you're ready, lying down for a couple of moments rest, maybe put something warm on, take an eye bag. There's your eye bag. Maybe a bolster or something behind your knees if you like a bit more release for the lower back. And ideally, palms turn out, face up. And trust that the floor, the ground, your support is there to support you. We don't need to hold on to anything. We don't need to protect anything. Feeling the support of the earth. So we've done a lot of conscious breathing in our practice. Now we just let the body breathe itself. There's nothing to do. No one to be. And when you're ready, start to bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Breathing a bit bigger now to wake up the body as you roll over onto one side, like you're getting out of bed. Push yourself up to seated. We'll close with 3 humming breaths. So you want to feel the vibration of the breath through your hands in your chest. It's a long out breath, so it's calming, but it's also stimulating for the vagus nerve, part of the relaxation response with this vibration. Breathing in. Release your hands. Bring them down. Thank you everyone for joining our morning of energetic
Such
silliness.
a great mix. I mean, tell me what you all thought for those people who were up on the Sunday doing it with us. But let me know if you liked it, because I thought that was great.